What's up, Charm City Bird Nation? This is section 388, where the die-hard Oriole fan sits. I'm Phil, this is Alan and Greg, and Orioles are still in first place, and it's the middle of May.
11 games over 500, baby.
Yeah, we won against the Royals today on the road, and that improves our road record to 13-5. 13-5 as of May 17th.
Put this into perspective. Last year, we won a total of 30 away games for the entire season last year. We're almost halfway to that.
And that's a miracle. And, well, if anything, we had our game against the Rangers, that 4-game series, which we only won one game. I feel like that series kind of showed us what this team is all about, like so far, against a really good team, if we're ever going to go to the playoffs this year. Again, we're relying on the long ball and not getting our guys home on the bags. So
well, I mean, the thing with the home run ball, that's great, but the thing is, most of our home runs have been solo shots.
Yep.
So, I mean, we're not getting those singles and doubles. We're starting to as of late, but during that Texas series, we weren't. I mean, and when our bats go cold, that's when we don't hit anything. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, Texas is a good team. I mean, what do you want me to say? Texas is a good team. You know,
pitching, hitting, all around.
All around it, and they have Josh Hamilton, and actually. Like at 14-3, I think Mills said it the best. He said, "You take him, you take Hamilton out of the equation, and we win that game 3-2." The game he hit 4 home runs in.
Keith Mills, local sports center.
Well, the best thing about the Rangers is they're not in the East, so we don't have to deal with them right now. So far, we've been playing well against the Yankees, Tampa Bay. Yeah, that's right. So it's looking good. Again, they have a good batting lineup. They have good pitchers. Texas is going to be tough. You know, if we can keep this going, that's somebody we're going to contend with come playoff time. Yeah. I know it's talking a little soon, but it's looking like we have a chance.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this season so far. Even though it is May and we still have a lot more baseball to go, but one of the hitters that we've been talking about before the show, Adam Jones, who has been leading the way in home runs as of late. He's the first player to hit 2 game-winning homers in the 15th inning or later in the same season since Mark McGwire in 1988.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know that. And
9 out of the 12 home runs he's hit so far this season has either tied the game or put the Orioles ahead. So he's been a great asset to this team, and a lot of people around town have been talking about why haven't the Orioles signed him for an extension. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Peter Angelos, we're looking right at you. Now, I don't know why they haven't signed this guy. I mean, he's part of the nucleus that we have for the Orioles, you know, for the young players. Mm-hmm. He seems to be a leader. You know, he makes the game exciting. He's hitting. I mean, I don't know what more he has to do to get a contract extension. I mean, you know, we don't want to let him get through this season without getting a contract extension.
He's definitely coming to his own. I mean, you can definitely tell ever since we brought him from Seattle, he's just, you know, he's gotten progressively better. And they've said from the beginning, if he does what they think they were going to do, they were going to build the team around him, and all the winning teams in the future was going to have Adam Jones on it and Nick Markakis. I mean, with that whole 21-10 thing that they hyped up the past couple years, they'd be absolutely stupid not to sign him at this point. He's proving his worth, and the fact that we're winning right now, I know there's been trade talks with him. Because they'd be able to get a lot for him. But at this point, if they're winning, definitely by the All-Star break, they need to be signing him to a long term. Because, I mean, you just have to.
Yeah.
I see him being a potential next star, like a Cal Ripken or an Eddie Murray on this club.
I feel like he's approaching that very quickly.
Absolutely. And I think Matt Wieters is right behind him, too.
By the way, happy birthday, Matt Wieters, on the 21st of May. And if you haven't checked out the new ESPN magazine, Mr. Wieters is handsomely featured. It takes a look at his catching stance and his throwing, which is really cool. So check that out if you get a chance. And lastly, Mark Reynolds, who is on the DL. We actually have a question from our YouTube channel. It comes from Tony Rob 85. What do you see the future will be for Mark Reynolds as an Oriole? Alan, want to take that?
Sure. Well, the future of Mark Reynolds as an Oriole, I'm not sure. I definitely see him possibly being traded towards the end of the year, especially if we're still hot. And because right now our main weakness are corner infielders. We have no strong third baseman and no strong first baseman. And we've gotten lucky on a couple of those wins. I mean, a lot of those losses that got, in the Texas series especially, that got blown way out of proportion was because our corner infielders kept getting errors. I mean, we lead the league in errors. And 18 of the 37 errors the Orioles have this year are throwing errors. That's terrible. I mean, but you also got to think, the reason why we picked up Mark Reynolds wasn't for his glove. He wasn't a very solid infielder when he was with Arizona. We got him for his bat. We knew he struck out a lot, but we knew he would also get us 35 to 40 home runs a year.
And funnily enough, he is on the 15-day DL after suffering a ribcage muscle sore during batting practice. So,
well, hopefully he'll heat up.
Mark Reynolds' future, there is none. It's time to, again, saying it again, just like I did with Brian Roberts, time to get rid of him. The guy sucks in the field. I can't say it any other way. He sucks in the field. He either hits a long ball or he strikes out. There is no in between with him. I honestly would rather have a better infielder, have a better somebody that's going to get on base, someone that's going to hit the ball a little bit better. Now I know he's going to jack it. I mean, if he hits it, it's going a mile. But the fact that he doesn't do anything besides hit home runs or strike out.
Yeah.
I would rather
kind of like Mark McGwire.
There's a difference though. Mark McGwire hit a little more home runs than he did.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
Nobody's pitching around Mark Reynolds at this point in time. All right. I mean, the guy sucks in the field. Most of the errors that you see when you're watching the ball gets hit to him, you're like, God, don't screw this up, and he does every time. I don't even know what to say. I think we can get some value for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
I think we're already leading the league in home runs.
Yep.
Now there's a positive thing. We do have some players in the farm system. I think I'm not sure if it's Machado plays third or I think in maybe another year he'll be ready to go. So I think if we can get Mark Reynolds through the season, not much longer after this season. I think that's about it.
I think that Brian Flaherty kid plays third base. I think he's played a couple times at third.
I think that would probably be a good move for us. Again, I don't see much value in him. He strikes out way too much for us. We do hit one of the problems is we're hitting a lot of solo shots. The home runs that we hit. Now Mark Reynolds, if he could get on base and not just hit home runs or strike out, that's going to boost that number up, and that's what we need. We need more base hits. Now some of the younger guys coming in are looking great so far. I can't. The Chris Davis is amazing. I was completely shocked about that.
Yeah.
So I think that we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
I'm liking that Avery kid they just brought up.
Yeah.
That kid's
He's
fast.
as
Yeah, I
hell.
know.
Yeah. He's like a Corey Patterson speed that can actually hit.
Yeah, definitely.
It's awesome.
He's like a Brady Anderson, not juicing.
Well, we'll find out when he hits 50 home runs next year.
That's true. Another little side note on Chris Davis. I've heard on the street, and I'll keep my ear to the street. I've heard Chris Davis has been working with Kevin Gregg on how to pitch. As you can tell, the last 5 outings, I mean, once Kevin Gregg's pitching once a week, apparently he's good.
Yeah.
If he pitches any more than once a week, he's screwing it up. So let's keep it at once a week.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. This team is gelling. The community is gelling together for this team. Finally, I mean, there's still skepticism, but consensus around town is like, hey, the Orioles are back to their old ways. They're doing the Oriole way now. So please subscribe to us. Please tell your friends about us, Section 388, and like us on our Facebook page, Section 388 Facebook. And we'll catch you on the flip side, guys. Peace out.
Oriole Magic.
Go O's.
See you.